Hi there, future scientists and math wizards. Welcome to Smile Road. I'm Sir M, and I created this channel just for you, senior high school students looking to make science and math easier, clearer, and yes, even more fun. So our lesson number 33 is the improvement of efficiency of simple machines by using basic physics principles. Simple machines helps us do work by reducing effort, changing the direction of force, or increasing distance. But to make them more efficient, we can apply these basic principles to reduce wasted energy, especially energy loss due to friction, heat, or poor design. Basic principles that improve efficiency. Number one, reducing friction. Friction causes energy loss as heat. Physics tip. Use lubricants like oil or grease to make moving parts smoother. Example, oiling gears in a pulley system makes lifting easier and smoother. Number two, using the right force and distance. Work is equals to force times distance. Physics tip, apply force over a longer distance to reduce the minimum amount of force needed. Example, a longer inclined plane requires less force to lift an object. Number 3, lever arm placement, torque. Torque is equals to force times distance from pivot. Physics tip, placing the fulcrum wisely can reduce the needed effort. Example, a seesaw is easier to balance if the weights are positioned properly. Number 4, better materials is equal to less resistance. Physics tip, use strong but lightweight materials for machine parts to minimize energy loss. Example, a wheel made of rubber or smooth plastic reduces rolling resistance. Number 4, streamlined design. Air resistance can slow machines down. Physics tip, use smoother and more aerodynamic shapes to move through air or water easily. Example, bicycle wheels with fewer spokes rotate faster with less drag. Result of applying these physics concepts, less wasted energy, more useful output, smoother operation, machines last longer and work better. Formulas. Number 1, efficiency of a machine. Percent efficiency is equals to work output over the work input times 100%. Work output is equals to the work output force times output distance. Work input is equals to the input force times input distance. Number 2, mechanical advantage. Actual mechanical advantage is equal to output force over input force. Ideal mechanical advantage, input distance over the output distance. Number 3, relationship between efficiency and mechanical advantage. Efficiency is equal to AMA divided by IMA times 100%. Number 4, torque for rotating machines. Torque is equal to force times the lever arm, the distance from the axis. Number 5, force and work. Work is equals to force times distance. Ways to improve efficiency, qualitative principles, while not formulas, these basic physics concepts can increase a machine's efficiency, reduce friction, use lubricants or ball bearings, use rigid materials to prevent energy loss through bending, minimize air resistance where applicable, optimize input and output distances in machine design, use pulleys, levers, and gears strategically to multiply force with minimal energy loss. Practice problems. Number 1. A ramp is used to push a 300 Newton box onto a platform 1.5 meters high. The length of the ramp is 6 meters. Calculate the ideal mechanical advantage of the ramp. How can friction affect actual efficiency? Given load 300 Newton, ramp height 1.5 meters, ramp length 6 meters required. Calculate the ideal mechanical advantage and discuss how friction affects actual efficiency. So, IMA is equal to the length of the ramp over the height. Substitute the given data, you'll get the IMA of 4. So, friction reduces actual mechanical advantage and efficiency by converting some input energy into heat, making the machine less effective. Number 2, a pulley system is used to lift a 500 Newton load to a height of 2 meters. The user pulls 4 meters up rope using 300 Newton of force. Calculate the work input and the work output, then explain how the pulley system might be improved to reduce energy loss. Given load 500 Newton, height 2 meters, input force 300 Newton, distance pulled 400 Newton. Required, calculate the work input, work output, and suggest improvements. So input is equal to the input force multiplied by the distance pulled. Substitute the given data, you got 1,200 joules. Output work is equal to the given the load multiplied by the height, and that's 1,000 joules. Efficiency can be improved by reducing friction. Example, lubricating pulleys or using smoother ropes. Number 3, a person uses a lever with an input arm of 1.2 meters and an output arm of 0.3 meters. If the person applies 80 Newton of force and lifts a 200 Newton object, calculate the actual and ideal mechanical advantage. Suggest 2 ways to increase the efficiency of the lever. Given input arm 1.2 meters, output arm 0.3 meters, input force 80 Newton, the load 200 Newton. Find the AMA, the IMA, and suggest ways to increase efficiency. So IMA is input over output, and substitute the given data, the answer is 4. AMA is equal to the load over the effort. Substitute the given data, you got 3.5. So, to improve efficiency, you need to reduce friction at the fulcrum and use longer input distance. Next, number 4. A wheel and axle has an input work of 1,000 joules and an output work of 850 joules. Compute the efficiency of the system. What physics principles can be applied to reduce the energy loss? So, given input work 1,000 joules, output work 850 joules, calculate the efficiency and suggest principle in reducing energy loss. Formula to use, efficiency is equal to the output work over the input work times 100. Multiply it, substitute the given data, you will get 85%. Okay, suggestion, apply the conservation of energy to reduce friction and using lubrication. Number 5, a screw jack has an input force of 150 Newton applied over a circular distance of 1.5 meters and leaves a 150 Newton load over a height of 0.1 meter. Find the ideal mechanical advantage and identify sources of energy loss and suggest improvements. Given input force 150 Newton, circular distance 1.5 meters, output force 600 Newton, height lift 1.1 meter. calculate the EMA, and then identify energy losses and suggest improvements. So EMA is equal to input distance over the output distance. So substitute the given data, you get 15. Energy loss due to friction and heat between screw and threads. Improve by lubricating threads and the unnecessary force. Number 6, a block and tackle system lifts a 1,200 Newton up rope, and the object is raised 2 meters. Compute the efficiency, and how does using lubricants pulley increase system performance. So given 1,200 Newton, input force 400 Newton, distance pulled 6 meters, height lifted 2 meters. Calculate efficiency effect of and also the effect of lubrication. So the input work is equal to 400 times 6 is equal to 2,400. Output force is 1,200 times 2. You have 2,400 joules. And then the efficiency is output work over the input work. Substitute the calculated values. The answer is 100%. So, lubrication reduces axial friction, improving performance and extending system life. Okay, so number 6. A worker uses a wedge to split wood. The input distance is 30 centimeters and output distance is 5 centimeters. Calculate the ideal mechanical advantage, then explain how sharpening the wedge can improve the system's efficiency. Given input distance 30 meters, output distance 5 centimeters, calculate EMA and explain benefit of sharpening. Okay, use the formula EMA is equal to input distance over the output distance. Substitute the given data, the answer is 6. Sharpening reduces resistance, requiring less force and improving efficiency. Number 8, a car jack has an input work of 300 joules um, and outputs only 180 joules of useful work. What is the efficiency? What are two ways the jack's efficiency could be improved using the P6 concepts? Given input work 300 joules, output work 180 joules, and then efficiency, and then suggest to improvement. So efficiency formula is the work output work over the input work. Substitute the given data, you will be getting 60%. And then improve by lubricating moving parts and reducing friction and using lighter materials to improve energy waste. Number 9, a system a gear system transfers motion from a small gear 10 teeth to a large gear 30 feet teeth. What is the mechanical advantage of the gear system? Explain how gear ratio selection can affect both speed and efficiency. Given small gear teeth 10, large gear teeth 30. Required the MA and explain the gear ratio effect. So use the formula MA is equal to teeth on large gear divided by the teeth on small gear. Substitute the given data, you got 3. And then higher gear ratio increases force but decreases speed. Selecting proper gear ratio balances speed and power. Number 10. Okay, so we are going to have a second part of this discussion. And so, thank you.